Hello, welcome everyone to the fourth episode of Celestial's Aspirations Saint Ranked Adventure. I know I've been like halfway to each one, but I disconnected for a bit, so I just got the first part out, but hasn't been what's happening. There's a Celestial level 6 on the left, level 2 on the right, and across is a level 1. Uh, I was just talking about that there is no fourth avoidance for our Celestial players. You just got Kombucha here. The north is twice cut. There's no fourth avoidance for our opponents, so we are the only ones who are playing under like a different rule set or a different ranking structure than our opponents. But that doesn't really matter that we should play differently. But our opponents also don't want to get fourth. But we have a very high fourth penalty here if we get fourth. The 30 pin here is a push, by the way, here for my Shimotsa. I think we can just play another 3 man. I expect perhaps a chase or a Tamatum perhaps here on the right. This 3 is capable, but it deals into some points as well. I don't know what to expect with Toyman. It kinda looks like a 7% or something, but it can also just be, I don't know, it can also just be something else. I was too busy with introduction, so I haven't really paid that much attention. That's a fourth south. Uh, it was a outside, or not an outside hand, it was a Sansaku 7, 8, 9. They're floating with the 15 for each as well. They discard a lot of middle tiles, which was pretty suspicious. We have a very nice standard pin full hand here. We have 3 block spins in the best case. There's a Caswin spawn here on the right by Shimotsa. I can't read the names, unfortunately. I really want to wish that I could read a little bit of Japanese. I can read a little bit of Chinese characters, but it's not to the point where I can really understand the names, or like I can pick out the pronunciation, but I really don't know what it means. So I'm not going to try that on stream or not on video. That is. Imagine calling them by the wrong name or like insulting people. Wow, I don't know. I won't do that. Perhaps on stream, but not here. There's a green second bomb. We have a floating Tora, which is really awkward, but now we are E something here, but it's so bad. I think we just go 8 so here, keeping the 556 man intact, giving us the 4-7 man shape as well, like that. Yeah, I don't know. Is it like it's this Ipeco shape is so awkward because I want to fix the Ipeco with the AK, but it's AK, so we have to go 2-pin instead. And we have a floating Tora here as well. And I would really want to be on the 5-8 one here and not on the 2-5 pin, but like it's just like we can check MAKA. I don't know about this hand. I don't think we played it perfectly. Well, I think it's the 2-pin cut there, but I don't know. We got the Ipeco here on the 5-pin, or 10-pin Ipeco Aka. No Ura. It's fine. It's totally fine. There was perhaps some consideration for Kamicha to push a little bit harder into my Riichi, because I discarded Tora for Riichi, and when you discard Tora for Riichi, it usually means that you have a cheaper hand because you are really holding on to the Tora. If you have like two other Toras, you won't be keeping the Tora necessarily to greed for another Tora. And there is just a lower chance of having Tora 3 or Tora pair or something like that if you discard Tora. But the hand value is definitely lower when the Riichi player has Riichi on the Tora, Riichi discarding the Tora. I think we are just going to go right second here, trying to get like some some non-Rakuhai pair for painful. Still like to pet blocks to and then do ramens, but we can get painful out of it. If we get like a West pair or one pair, not in our palms but in our hands. There's a green count if we link the 6, and that's a Riichi, and we do have to save those, but it's quite scary. We have a 3 times cut West here as well. There's just no point in fighting. This 8 one Scott Sushi. It's probably after the honors. MAKA 5. It seems to be kinda cheap, but like they have a Mangan animation, so it's a Mangan. Always really scary when they have an Ankan of a Rakuhai, because especially 2 Han already, and if they Riichi, especially Mangan, because you will be dealing into 3 Han, 70 hands and such. We are all something, but we are still kinda looking for an upgrade. 5, 6, 7 sounds a good chance. If we pair something up, we might have a Sampon on the soon. I think we are just going to slide here. I think it's just going to be a slide. Like, you can see Makiri the 4 so, but it appears a little bit more information about our hand. This 3 so would be nice, but like we have an overlap on the 5 so, and there's really no way to keep that and keep this 6 being, which is way better. If there's a Sansuku chance or a Rankan upgrade, it's definitely worth it here. There's already an open Chi with a 2-4 so, where Shimoza dropping a lot of pins, but I don't put them necessarily on a Honitsu, but like it really depends. They more likely have Thunder to Tora or something like that than a Honitsu tail, but they have 5 pin cards. It feels a lot about a hand though. There's a Rankanchi. Must be Tempe, but I don't really know where, but we are East and a Steeler, so we are not really going to care that much. Do they have Rakuhai? Maybe if they have the Rakuhai tune, it's actually pretty good for us. They can have the southeast one card, they can still have the east. I'm really looking for Yakuhai there on the right. I think we're going to slide the Rankan here. If we get the 8 man, I don't know if we want to got the 5 man, but I guess. I don't know. I think 8 man is kinda just a Shimokiri. I don't think we really want to slide for Sansaku, although it's more fair. There's a green dragon card. I think the teams might be here with Shimocha, but they can still have. Do we slide? I think we kind of have to. Okay, it was like does it deal in, and then we are wrecked, but like the Sansaku chance here is. Never mind. The Sansaku chance is really not there. That's a live ease, and I suspect Shimocha to be having some of them. Well, Kamicha can actually have a Toto with Zakuhai as well, but the 17 is very dead. The Warsaw isn't a real star. If it deals into Kamicha, do they have Tora? Do they have Tora? I think it's fine. It shouldn't deal into Shimo or Toyman. It can technically deal into Kamicha, but I don't know if their hand is expensive. Like, if it's a Toto, it's unlikely to be a Toto. Like, we see 3 Warsaws. I think it's a decent cut still. I don't know if there was a way to go like 4-16 to go east tanky here. I kind of think we are just kind of forced to push the east. I don't want to push east. This is a 9-man data see. But there's no threat for Shimocha, so they shouldn't be falling on any tile. They really shouldn't be falling on any tile. Shimokiri, the 3-bean looks very safe. It can put against 2 players, and there's an early 5-bean here on the right. Feels like path to node 10 here. If we deal into like 3-9, it's just so bad as well. Like if we know it's 2000 points, we will just try the east, but like I can't rely on on that information, you know. Yeah, like I can't risk like 3,900 or even more. We don't. Oh no. Oh no. Do we think she wants a stampede here? Or like if we deal into toy toy? Oh. C4 pin is we can. Yeah, okay. Really think like they can have the tunes and then oh they have the east here with okay it's good. No Raku here on the left, but they had the Ritora still with the east and not the tune. It's like do they take the 50-50? But like if it's like 2,000 or 3,900, it's kind of okay to we are not going for our Sansaku. I think we are looking in the Rankan here, but like I want to cut the pants on so badly. I look in the Tora Aka here, and then we can still throw Tora. We can palm the green and then the 3 pin. Wait, isn't the wheels, but we will slim down our shapes right here. This is like the thing about Riichi Mahjong that it's not pure efficiency. It's also you have to consider Tora as well, and the Tora is now the 3 pin, and we kind of have to keep Tora acceptance because otherwise, in any other Mahjong variants, you would just instantly cut the Pensan here for more efficiency. But here we got the worded, or we just chose the Tora block over the non-Tora block. We will be calling the Rankan here the 4-6 for just 10-second Tora 2 for the 4-7 pin, which is fully live. Like you can technically skip the call, but the Rankansi is just too good, especially with Riichi on the left who always was the call if it comes out. We will save, yeah, we will just save. As Kamput, the Trizar is Kamput. We are not on the Kamput way, but yeah, we're just going to Riichi for Mangnam. Green second, Tora 2 with the Riichi is Mangnam. I hope that Kamicha is on some random tanky weight with the lower so their win rate. Or like, it depends. If they have like a sneaky tanky weight, this 2-man is not the most comfortable tile in the 16-4 discard. There's actually some reasonable chance that they have a random tanky. But they can have a Ariaman or a Nobutan shape as well. Okay, they have a 258 still. So not a random tanky, unfortunately. They just had to have like too many blocks. Okay, 2 Tora, 1 Tora, 1 Aka. Bit of a clunky hand here, 2 Pensons. We can't really open. The value isn't confirmed. Like there's a 7 pairs out, but with like 3 pairs, this is a bit of a stretch. But I'm just going to cut the 8 and 9 pin here because on the 7 pin draw we can still reach the 5-7 say with the Aka. We have now 4 pairs, but like even 7 pairs now it's still very far away, but it's one step closer. We are something. Here we have like plot armor today. I don't know. Or like my internet got out in the first hand, so I had to record, or I need to just the 9 pin unfortunately. I need to start the recording. Like I can still record without internet, but I just didn't bother. Okay, just to do that. I was like, is it fully monster? But I could have read the tempai, but there's just no defending against that. One cool tempai, very fast. It is like a standard gold tail with 2 Tora bad ships. We have 1 Tora here, we have 4 pairs. This is a Toy test. I don't think it's a Toy test. We can pull the green and then like 6, 8, 9, 19, 8, 8, so I think 8, 8, so just going for a normal hand because of the 6-man Tora. If we had like no Tora or something, Toy would be something that I really would consider for value, but we have 1 Tora, and when you have 1 Tora, you can accept another Tora. We will cut the 2 for the 8-pin acceptance here. If we pawn, we will cut for 7-pin and then have the ramen on the 2-5 cell and the guns on 7-man. We will be calling for 2000 points. The scores are very close because we dealt in and we didn't win our Mangan hand. Unfortunately. Skip the something. We will be calling here for 3900, 100% of the time. This counts on 7-man is just so we will take the Sabo if we get 7-man for this, and then we can actually discard the 4-pin to hide the 9-pin pair, but it really depends. Just Kiri, the 9-pin is too good here. We are still accepting the 8-pin for Riichi Tutura. The 9-pin has been once cut. If we want to go for like a painful hand, if the monster was ramen like the 9-pin cards, and if we didn't have Raku High pair, it would be something to consider, but here we're just going to Tamaton. That's a pawn, unfortunately. Is it Pinsu? I hope it's Pinsu because then the monsters are more easily to get. We on last place, which is pretty good for us here. 5200. It's a standard Tamaton here, especially with your scores. You just want to win the hand at any cost basically. Over the Mangan Trans. You have Mangan Trans, especially on Sumo. It's 100 off Mangan basically if you Sumo. We have a nice hand here. It is like really ideal. Like there are some value options with Toy or triplets, and then there are. This is such an awkward call. But I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Like I kind of want to skip, but like it advances our hand and the shapes aren't bad, and we can look in the Aka like this. But I really want to skip it. I don't think skipping is good. Like the monster shape has to advance some way, and that's not really the way that I usually want to advance the hand, but now we have a Sushi trap on a very strong 2-man Hanchan. The Sushi trap with this 3-5-man shape is very strong. If people are defending, they will just discard the 2. You can expect something, I don't know what you can read with this 5-man Tasi, perhaps a floating Tau. That is something that I probably would have read if I was where my opponents, one of my opponents that is. It's really hard to have like another 5. I think we have the advantage here, so we're just going to count. We have 1 more Tora. It also makes the 2-man more likely to come out because it's actually very safe against my opponent with this 5-man. Like I know that there's also more risk of someone coming back, but I think Cunning there has actually higher win rate. Hopefully Kamicha is not winning faster, but like they don't seem to be ultra fast with a lot of middle discards. So heavy, and here is 2, and we run for 7-7. It should be 7-7, or like if I counted correctly. It's 60, yeah. The 2-man was just like impossible to dodge. It's really impossible to dodge. Perhaps they could have read uh, that I was thinking about this 4-man call for like 10 seconds. Perhaps they could have read that. And like, if we need value, it's going to be Honitsu, but like, we don't need it, right? But just those 2 and 8 here are just too weak to really keep, I think. They're, like, it's a bit like greedy, but if it was like 3 and 7s, sure, I would keep them, but 2 and 8s are, like, we really don't need to Honitsu here. It's really unnecessary. If we get like 2 Rakuhai with 1 Dora, it's plenty of value as well. It's 5-8 plus 300. I think we are just going to got 1, so if we get a ramen here, it would be okay. If we get a 6, so it would be perfect, but it's kind of awkward if we see 2 ping, because we will drop a Dora for no pattern. We won't be calling that. If we got the Aka Dora, then I think the safe Aka Dora, that is. The 5 into 7 really hint at like a 9 so pair or a 6-9 weight. So that is really not what we want to discard at all. The 6 being slightly safe because it doesn't deal into the 9-9 sample, but it still deal into the ramen. And they did have that safe. They weren't waiting. Unfortunately, it's Mangam with Aka and Ura there, but we are still leading in all last. We have a 2400 lead, which means that we basically need to push for our Kaiten, or basically need to contest the hand. Torment needs to Hanshima, but if we are not Tenpai at Ryukoku and Torment is, we are basically losing, but something that is working in our advantage is that the last place here always has to be Tenpai, so like if we are not fighting the hand, we can win next hand basically. And then we have a marginal deficit of like 600 points, so we basically need any hand. I want to cut 9 man. I really want to cut 9 man. Oh, I really want to cut 9 man. But I don't really want to go back something at like when I don't need any hand. I think we can go for ping for this save. 1-2 or 9 man. But like I kinda don't have a choice. We are Uncle Headless here. But we kinda also want another save for the real Uncle Headless. Because we are kinda having like a 6-man pair with a Rankan 6-8 man. And then a Pensan, which is just never going to upgrade, but I don't think we really have a choice here, but we can see with MAKA AI what it does reveal. I think we want to keep that. Do we want to go 6 into 9? I think that is the way. We should cut the other way. Because we are still, if we throw like a 5 or a 7, like the Uncle Headless with Ramen, it's way too good. But we kind of just want to get rid of the Tora as soon as possible. Yeah, like, I don't know. The hand is pretty dead now. It's really dead. What do we have? The 7-man Riichi Sushi. They're still into a Pensantura. Perhaps triple 8 is better. Triple 8 ping is better. Well, now the 5-man is Kamputsu. Kamita is fighting, and I hope that they don't have enough. They need 3 Han run. Or they need 2 Han from me. And then they are fierce. Or wait, are they fierce? I think so. 2 Han. They aren't fierce if they 2 Hans run me, but they overtake me. Hey, they can't do the maths, yo. Let's not try to do the maths when we don't need to do the maths. we have a West extension if Kami runs me for that amount for 2000 and they win on 3900 on 300. But they pass the Torah. We see one AKA here, we see one AKA here, so they can have the AKA 15 and then they can have technically 2 more Nijmans, but perhaps they would have pawned the Nijmans or cheat the Nijman if they had acceptance for it. That's a KB 3 so now, so the 2 so is pretty safe. 2 pink can put some. One so the 2 so should be better, it's both one's cards. The 2 so should be better. Because if it's a 1 so Sabo, they will fix. It's okay, just a monk on it. Felt like Hanuman, like, but I didn't want to check. It was Hanuman. Like, it's still okay. It's not okay for us. Like, they would have just won outright, but second place would still be kinda okay. I did have the last 2 Torah, or like they deal the last Torah, that is. We have a very good hand here. Oh, just a thunder. We kinda need a little bit more. Kinda a few more tiles. Still, the full one is an excellent rule. We can extension see the Manchu shape for 2 blocks. We'll keep the Raku high. Wait, we want. I guess we are not keeping the Raku high. I guess we can keep the East for painful, but like I kinda just want to read the non-Raku high. Oh no. Like the Raku pair, like it's not needed here, but like it's. I don't know if the Raku pair is better than a non-Raku pair, because you can get like Tama painful if we get a gas bins, you know. But you can just open Tanrao as well. This 9-man doesn't do anything. If he get an 8-man, it still kinda accepts. He kinda still accepts the 8-man. Yeah, I think we're just cutting the north here as well. There's betting on open Tanrao. Give me like a 7 so or something. That is good. We are east on them, but like we can upgrade. Like I didn't want to go 1 so. I would almost instantly cut 1 so, but like if we thought 3 so afterwards, we are just going to uninstall the game because of the bad gameplay. Or like not because of the game, but because of the bad gameplay. We call the monster here for our thunder. Oh. Like if we deal into Simulta, like well, with 2 Toras, then we are lost. But we can have a thunder maneuver here. If we get just the 3 so outright, then we can cut the 4-man Nakasuchi. But thunder has Tora acceptance. They didn't pull the 2 pin, but they can still have like 1 Aka, 1 Tora, go off the 5-8, and then we are basically throwing from first to last. We can better just go 2 so into 1 so, see the Manchu shape twice. Is KB off? Okay. There's a 7 so KB. Not that it really matters. 3-6 pin is also just a C, not for Katen, but to get Tondao. Yeah, Tempeon can put the 6 pin here. It says 6 pin has been cut across as well. This is as long as it's safe against the dealer, I'm pretty fine with it. Like if we deal into the other players, it's also okay. We kinda just have to take our 1 hand here. I don't really want to put a Riichi stick in and like don't win. Like I know Riichi would be enough. Riichi would have been enough for sure, but I think we are on such a tight spot that we just want to maximize just skating. There was an option to skip. Was there? Was there an option to skip? We were at like 27-7 now. We can't. It's because we can only get like 1,500 from Katen so we wouldn't be at 30k. Like the West extension is pretty okay here. Double West, I cannot just help that it just passes. Torment has a Terminal T. Santa. Perhaps the West wasn't the right discard, seeing that if we got in the West Rakuhai tail, like we wouldn't be happy. But nah, perhaps I should have just folded out on a 1 call and 2 calls here. But I thought my hand was okay, but it really wasn't. It was just way too far from any hand. We need 1 hand here. We have a Tora West. It's our seed wind. It's a Tapu Rakuhai for us. 3 pairs now. Like, I don't think we are ever cutting the West, or I really don't want to cut the West here. Because if someone pawns, they basically win the game. That is that is just the thing with Rakuhai, Dora Rakuhai here. When someone pawns, they just instantly win the game. I think we are just playing defensive here. I don't really see a way to win. And we are all the only one who is really playing for 4 for fortunes as well. The rest can just play normally, but I think we can kind of just slow ourselves down, and if we get a T-Deutsche 7 pairs hand, we can still win, of course, but otherwise we are not going for any hand, I think. We have like 2 North Stars and a Red Dragon here, which are pretty safe. So we don't need to keep the 2 pink and put Cirque and Stormen. There are some, it's a world where we can just win on Katen. But Toyman can't really not beat Tempai because they will be losing a lot of. They will be losing spots if they are no 10 most of the time. They can even get lost if they are no 10, so they will be pushing for Tempai for sure. The Tsun is dead now. I think we are just trying to maximize our T-Deutsche now. But I think like we want to prioritize safety because people will be damaged in best rounds or like in like the all lost situations 100% of the time, or like people don't want to take the risk when they can just confirm some placement. They probably can't end the game anyway. The West is just a bottleneck here. Like best tanky, we are not going to pawn the North. We can pawn the 2, so and then we still have to read the 6, which is pretty fine. Like I'll see 3 Akatoras live, but I'm not that spooked. Like if they have it, they have it, I guess. And then the idea is to go best tanky, Dora tanky. We need to still have some acceptance here because the North is pretty bad here. Norths are like Katen achieved. Well, I shouldn't talk too quickly. I shouldn't jinx it, but like if it's all best, it's kinda it's not disaster, but we might be dealing on the 7 pin or the 6 pin if it's all the best. Because we are not going to Shimaki it. We got 7 pin and hopefully we don't deal in with it. Pass please. Okay, we are kinda 100% Katen here. Well, we are Katen. And that ends the game. Toyman did lose 1 position, but not all the positions because Shimotsa here wasn't Tempai.
まさか1位を取れてしまうなんて。今日もみんなと思う存分麻雀ができて嬉しいです。
Then let's check MAKA AI. I tried to queue some East games, but like if you can see, there is no one playing Throne Room E, so so that is not a thing, or like not now. I will be playing some Tom Pussen. Please ass, please. Oh, we suck. We are not the worst player, but we kinda suck. So. Imagine if you have like a throne room and no one has an S rank. Like I know that letters don't mean a lot, but like there are like 3 tiers of S. I want to keep the Raku high, but I don't value the lone Raku high. Once you fix the ramen, it's just fine, but yeah, it's fine to fix the ramen. But we are also going to toys here. Like I thought the toy and then like it's like falling here. Let's see, Toyman had like a very nasty sushi trap here. I like this flash, so I prefer this flash for the sushi trap on the 8, but it's twice card. It's but I don't know. Like it's a twice card. There's one card, one in the wall here. But you have each out as well, but it's weird and half of the time. And then you have this nasty shooting trap. But it deals into the Torah shape, so you don't if you have a choice you don't want to push into the Torah shape here. They discarded a lot of middle tiles with a 5 at the end. If you keep the 5s at the end, it usually means that you're floating for Akatora with the T to its head, and here we are just folding. I don't think there is. Yeah, there's nothing. We perhaps didn't fold the right way, but as long as we don't deal in, it's pretty okay. Like here, it's let's see what it does. It's a Castura here. Like yeah, Dora is actually the like with this Dora. Like it's like really close here, but like I was really considering like 2 pin here. If we throw like a 4, so we can connect to the Dora. And then here we got the wrong side, and it reaches here on the 2-5 pin. We see Tonrel pinful with 1 AK, which is basically Mangan. And then we got the Ipiko here. Shimo Okamitsa has Tempei here on 5. So Kansa. It's basically Nakasuchi against my Riichi with the 3 so 8 so here. I wonder if this hand can call, so I wonder. It's Tempei for sure, but it skips. It's the skips. I was expecting a skip here with Petsy, Tempei, no value. There are 2 Riichi sticks, but it's just slightly too weak. It's kinda Nakasuchi against my pawn. You're still waiting for 1 Akatora, but it actually skips here. And then you have 9 pin, and then you can perhaps get back into Tempei perhaps, but it wants to not push this 5 pin. It's half sushi. 9 pin. I kind of just want to go for pinful. This one's got white, like I don't care. And then the Riichi happens, Naiman. And there's the Shimo and the Aka. The Aka Shimo, like it's the same value basically with Riichi, Shimo, Queen Dragon. It's basically 360 full. And then they have like bonus here, but the value like doesn't increase. Like it's this doesn't. And once you got the 6 pin here, but the one I don't like it. I always slide here. There's perhaps a Sansaku here. There's a run control with a 4 pin here. I don't like MAKA AI. I have like my disagreements uh, with Moto AI sometimes. I really don't like it. It likes to slide. There is perhaps a 6, 7, 8, and then it doesn't like this 5, man. Once you fix the 7, 8, 9, it's like the tunes are never going to be cut. Like Like, I don't know, like, Torment has the tunes here with the Tortoise hand, but they are like, we can't cut it. Like, it doesn't even consider this 5 man, it is kind of interesting. It really wants to go save 4 pin. And if you get like a Sansaku, you just slam the Riichi then, or do. It won't, like, I don't think this 3 man is too dangerous. KP 5 man as well. It does kind of deal in, but they have no Raku, so it doesn't deal in. Like, I didn't think Shimotsu was Tenpai. There is a 6-9 here, no Raku. But like, they took a 6-man Tora here. They just have 2 Han, and then they get. Is it a T? No, it's a skip. And then they get another 6-man Tora. So I really was kind of confused when I saw them Tenpai after this 9-man. This Shimokiri. So, like, I was really confused with this 9-man. I saw the build Tashi, and I was like, they haven't changed up their hand. It's a T here. It wants to cut the east. It really wants to cut the east. There's no 4 pin. There's no 4 pin. You can see 4 pin, but you are basically never getting Tenpai. I don't know why Toyman broke the Tenpai though. This 3 show here. It doesn't deal into Kamicha for sure, almost for sure. Because of this 5 show and this G, they would have discarded the 2 for 3-6. And you see, like, I don't know, and here, like, there's no Raku, and it's not even live, it's just going to be 3, so for me, here all the time. It wants to see here, I considered it, but I knew, like, it has like a 50% chance that, like, they have the East or the Red Dragon, and I put them on a Raku high quite early. And there was like, if Toyman had like a Tortoise Tenpai here, we would deal into like Mangang or Mangang, so so I don't like, I think I played it well. Like, I got one cell for the Akarankan, and then here we are just going 1-3 here. Going 5 blocks. I like 5 blocks here. I don't like. You can cut the pants on it. It's like 13 here, or the 6 for 6 blocks. But I like the 1-3 here. And then the 3-man follow card, keeping the tune. Not that the tune does much, but it's also interesting that we are keeping this 6-man, but it's actually really good for the 5-man and the 7-man are both really good draws. And then let's see if it reaches here. I think it does. I think it's just a no-brainer here, 61. But we can check the hands. Well, we can just quickly scroll through so I can show you the hands. Like here, it's funny. Like the writers like the efficiency discard, but it sees there's no hope for this hand. We are just going to cut the pens on. It agrees with me. We are 7 pairs here, and then like I don't know. Like we just start in there, but it agrees here. How did I get this? This is all. This is real. Like the 7-8. I was like, how can they cut 7-8 from this shape? And they can't. Or like it's not recommended. You can keep the Ipeco shape here and then play 6 blocks. That is what it recommends. And once you go Thunder Tura 2, which is kind of weird, but it's 4, so it doesn't do much. And then 6, and then just a pawn here, and then Tempai. And then we told the 4-man, and then we got wrecked. Drooping. Skip. 3. It wants to go 9 pin here, but it's still live. I like the 4 pin more because the 9 pin sabo is just way better to win on. There is perhaps some Ipeco shape, though, but like we don't really care. The 3 pin is not really a backfire if you keep the extra 4 pin, but I think I like the 4 pin here because it's still safe. still safe. And then here, what I said, if you have painful, you can actually cut the 9 pin for a double constant, but it's not a ramen here on the monster, and we have a Raku Hybrid, so it's never going to be painful. Kamita here has a toy hand with the white dragon, and then here. Wait, okay, it discard 7. It doesn't want to reach here. It was like there are 2 buttons here with 2 options. And then skip, and then we win that here on the cards. They can't do anything else with the Tondora here. So that's a good win for us. Let's check the South Pole 90 and then 7. And let's see on this Mansuchi, it skips. Okay, it actually skips. So shape is just too awkward. I really didn't know what to do here. The thing, the 2-man is good, the 2-man T is good, but the 4-man just ruins all our pairs, and like, it's just, but it locks into Aka, it does advance our hand, but it's really not the thing that you want to go with the shape, it actually skips, and I kinda agree, but I got anyway, it's not that bad, or like, it says 43 here, and then 4 pin, and then we have the most nasty ways. The 2-man is just a nasty weight with this 3-5 into 5 shape. Like, perhaps you can lead 1-3-3-5-5, it's really unlikely. What else can it actually be? Like a 7 months? No, it can't be 7-7 because I would keep the 8-man with the 7-7 man. I don't know what you can read. I think you can read a Floto, but we discarded 2 middle towers already. But it's anyway very strong. Kamita here doesn't even have a flush going on. They just have a North here with 1 turn, so they are wait. Let's see if it agrees though. Let's see if it agrees. It agrees because you have a very strong social shape, and you have to top the Dora for basically, or you can go one so for 200. It's going to be just a Mangon there. And then the T here for Fuao, so constant. And this 8 so it's questionable. It's just questionable. Especially when you see the Honitsu here on the right. It's really questionable. The West is safe. You have enough pincer tiles to vote out, I think. I don't have upper pincer with the 6-pin T with the 4-pin early cut. So it's kind of questionable. Questionable. Gone here 71, and then Kamita just deals in later on. He would deal into them for 8k as well, but this person was still pushing some social tiles, but it agrees. Okay, it's not a real style. Now 4-pin is dead. He's something, but this right is really not pushable though, so it's basically it never. Wait, they push the right dragon. I think you can perhaps push that Tempai, but the Tempai here, 4-pin is dead, and then you have the 2-man, and you don't have any Tora. There are 2 Tora indicators. You know that it's like 770 on the right. I guess right can technically still deal into me for our Mangan here as well. I kind of feel like that we beat the game here. We have such a good lead here, and then 5, so no else. It is also kinda, if you look at like Kami's hand here, let's see where they got the 5. Okay, they had this shape. And I was saying that 6-9 is pretty dangerous with the 5 into 7 card, and it is really dangerous. It's really dangerous because if they, yeah, it's 4. If they completed the other shape, the 2-5 pin, they would be waiting on the 6-9 here with the 7 discard. But it actually wants to 9-man. Does it think it's too dangerous? Like, you don't have value here. You don't have value. Like 9-man. I don't know what it does actually. I think Riichi is like the natural play, because of the 9-man, how are you ever going to win the hand? Like, if you read Tempai here, it might be another story. If you read the Daisanken here on the right, it might be a different story. I did show some overflow. I might be Tempai here on the social, so. Let's see if it wants to keep this 8, so I really want to keep the 8 cell, but we can't keep the 8 cell, and then here it wants to cut Tora for the ramen upgrades. And then here it wants to go 9, but yeah, it wants to go 9, but I just got 6 into 9, and then we are forced to battle Ori against the 6-9 here on the right. And then we can just go quickly to the discard, but I don't think I made many mistakes in folding. It's just like folding is so standard, or like not standard. Like I made a mistake here, keeping the ease for no reason. Like there is almost no. It wants to keep this 8, but yeah, it could have dealt in here into Shimotsa with some Tora. I didn't really put them on Tempai. That's kind of the issue here, because they pawned for temp. They pawned here for Tempai with a perfect shape as well. This 8 so can be cheat, by the way. I don't know if they did it with the 6-7, got a 2. Okay, they actually did it. I didn't see this goal. I didn't see the 36 here per se. I should have probably seen the Koinu Passi, but like I was too focused on my own hand anyway. So then here it's Tamas, and then 17 is Campucci on the right, and then here we win. Tormen is East something on like a spicy painful territory still. But they can't hold the 6-pin. It's a third 6-pin on the table. They have to do 6-pin still. So like I don't know. Like the 6 is really not pushable with this 8 so G with the 2 so card. But there's no choice here. And then I don't know if this rest was not the right discard for sure. It has some consideration to deny it, but like one cold Tempai here, two one cold Tempai, like it's really hard to. It's really hard. Like I don't. Does it score? That's the question, and it scores. You kind of have to score. Like with Shimotsa open with the ramen call, and it's West as well, so you can just just rush for Tempai. I know we have a P plus for this hand, but like we are just never cutting this West, and there are 2 other people stuck with 1 West. There are 2 people stuck with West here. This is funny. It skips here, but I see a Tempai chance here. We got the North Wind here, and then we get Tempai, and we like it's just too awkward. Like you have here 1 Tora, which you can't use, and you are not even Tempai, so you can't drop it. It falls here. Like the problem here is if you're the only one no 10, you are basically dead. You're basically dead. Now you can try to deal into Shimotsa here. That's a viable choice because they like you have see all the Toras, or like they can still have an Uncle Best. They can still have the bests, but they got 9 so they likely don't have. They probably have Thunder with the 9 so 8 so cut there. So this person can actually try to deal into the person here on the right, but you have also me too. You can play 6 so can put against me to try to deal in for 1k, and if it's 2k it's kinda okay, it's still third, but you risk losing out if you are the only one no 10. I think 6 was trying to deal in here is just very viable. I would just try, I think 6 is actually a reasonable card here. It's actually pretty reasonable. Because Kamita is too slow. Well, you can also put Kamita on mode 10. You can put them on mode 10. It is really unfortunate. Because if they didn't get the 8p, you really need tempo here. I don't know what they did wrong though. Like, there is nothing to do. The east is just those. And then here it wants to go east, and the 6 mana is pretty safe though, but it just doesn't believe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.